So basically, we'll just go sideways for the moment. So when we have half guard, the first general rule is I'd like to have the underhook. He would want to have the underhook. If he got the underhook on me, then I'm flat. I have to move away, get my knee in, make some space, and then get the underhook back, which is actually what Gordo first did. That was his first move. It was worst case scenario, flat on the back, how to get the underhook back, and then how to get to this position. So I want the underhook. Now, basically, we can have 4 different ways to do half guard. Old school half guard, I hold his leg like that in triangle, squeeze really hard. Okay, that's my feet outside. Second way is feet inside. With our feet inside, we're ready to re-guard. All right, so that's about it, because now I can pull the other leg through and re-guard. I can't do that with my feet out here, because if I let go to re-guard, I haven't got it. So you see, feet outside is more about being on my right and going under. Feet inside is more about re-guarding. Okay, lockdown, which is that, is more about holding him there long enough till I get my shit together with my grips and then do something evil. And then lastly, Z guard, which is about stay away, I don't want you squashing me, and I want to be able to win the underhook whenever I want. Kind of like that. So each one of those guards is a whole different thing. Right? So each one has pros and cons and this and that. So we're going to be mainly starting with the knee guard. And the reason I've chosen that is because that's most people, they like it. If I say to you, you need to win the underhook war, like you need to get the underhook, I can say what I want, but if you're not winning it, you're not doing anything that we're going to do. Whereas if you have the knee there, I can't guarantee you'll win it, but I can say 95% of the time you're going to win the underhook. So that's why we're starting like that. And it's also good to keep their weight off. Right? So what we're not going to do, which if you really like what we do tonight, what we're not going to do, you might want to work on is worst case scenario, I'm down, how to move out and get my knee in and create that. That's something that I'm going to let you choose to work on later on. I'm not starting there for a bunch of reasons. Philosophically, I don't want you to practice being in the wrong position too much. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying, no, I want this off. But sometimes shit happens, so I'm going to leave that to you later on. We're not going to cover that tonight. There's no time. That's a whole thing. So we're going to start like this. Got his leg trapped here, knees up here. Watch my foot's not out there too much. It's kind of down here, a bit scared of it. And so this is going to be our basic position. Now our hands, we're not going to be back here, like here. If I take my leg out to get the underhook, there's still a possibility he could, and win the palm. Okay, so we're not going to be in front of him here. We're going to be over here. See, I'm framing with the elbow. So now if he tries to shut that leg down, it's harder to shut that down with my elbow there than if I'm back here, he adjusts a little bit and gets that, squashes it. So we're going to get over here, and we're T-rexing that arm here. Not with our hands, with our forearms, and the hands just over the top like that. So this is our T-rex position. Now, we're going to get the underhook. From this angle here, I get the underhook way better than from back here. Okay, watch what I'm going to do. Little kick, see? Little kick, and to his waist, on the elbow. Okay, so I've got it right round here, like T-rex. Kick, waist, T-rex, waist, T-rex. Okay, so if there was one drill, just one drill, and you're only ever allowed, your brain could only hold one drill, then that's the drill to do, right? So, and the way I like to design a core game, like I'm talking about tonight, would be if I drop dead right now, meaning right now, then it'd be worth it, you know. So I'm doing the really crucial part at the beginning. So the better you get at that, the better everything else is going to be. And if you can't do that, hardly anything else is going to work. So that's the really important part. Okay? Yes, sir.
Please don't.
No, that's the plan. All right. So let's try that. So we're going to go from T-rex, little kick, grab his waist, get the underhook, get up on our elbow, and with our ear glued to his solar plexus. And then we're going to do everything from that position. Okay, thanks. Yeah. But you're doing it from the bottom. That's all. Right? So the electric chair, crack boy, comes with his name. is really an upside down guard pass. So if you're outside the International Space Station doing an electric chair, it's going to look like a basic single leg guard pass. Back then, people didn't do whizzes in BJJ back then. In Iowa and Oklahoma, yeah, sure, but not in. They weren't doing it in Brazil. There was no whizzes. So Gordo's first move is he doesn't do a whizzer. Okay, but nowadays everyone's going to do a whizzer on the mat because we don't want our back taken. We know, right? We know better. But that wasn't the original idea. So just briefly, we're going to look at the original plan. Plan A. Plan A is a back take, meaning there's no whizzer there. So we're all here. There's no whizzer. Here's what you do. You don't throw your arm. You keep the arm here. The front of my left shoulder, that's this one, I drive it to the mat, and I just bring my right knee out here. So the main thing is the front of my shoulder to the mat. See? And then seatbelt, and then fall. And that was his technique. That was the Gordo killer technique from there because there was no whizzer. Then the guy developed a whizzer, and then we went, shit, there's a whizzer, I've got to now evolve the thing, and now we start to go down the path of evolution of the mat. Sorry if you're from Iowa. I mean, Utah. Evolution. All right, so what do? I don't move my arm. We're going to keep our arm fixed. We throw the front of our shoulder to the mat, and we pull our right knee out, which spreads his base and lowers his back. Like that. See his knee come out. And then we're going to get a grip, and then we're going to fall to the right with our weight on this shoulder here, this one, which will rotate the lever and take him down. Okay, thanks. So that's going to be our plan. You get the arm over there and you get his back. And that was, believe it or not, at BJJ in 1988, 89, 87, 88, 89, around there, it was revolutionary. It was like, wow. Nowadays it's like good maybe, but back then it wasn't. So it's relatively new. It sounds like it's not new, like it depends on your age. But 30 years is not a long time in history. Okay, let's come over here. Go. You've done it to him 50 times, he's going to do a whizzer, he's sick of that shit. Or, in today's society, every granny walking down the road knows what a whizzer is. So, that's not true. But it's always better to think like that than the other way. Because then all your surprises are good. If you think the other way, which is like this, most people don't know anything, therefore I don't have to do anything technical because I'll be able to beat them because they don't know shit. Then you will get a bad surprise every now and again. So you're much better off saying every single person in the world is really good at kickboxing and they're a purple belt leader. Every single person. And then just go with that, and then all your surprises are nice ones. Which, oh my God, they don't know how to escape anyway. What's wrong with them? So it's good, mate. So we're here. So here he throws whizzer because everyone's going to do the whizzer. All right, our feet are going to go from outside where they are now to in between his legs. See? Feet are outside, feet inside. Got it? That's really important. Here's the key. Our left foot, we're going to use the heel like a scorpion tail trying to hit the back of our head. All right? And this was Todd Nathanson's thing that he was really good at, scraping with this. So we put the feet inside. Now my left foot's going to pull, and I just suck my right knee out. Now the end of that, just let go for a sec, is I'm sitting on his foot. See, you'll be sitting on his leg like that, sitting on it, so he can't get that leg out. It's a little subtle. You kind of have to reap his foot around, and then as you suck your right knee out, you kind of hip him in. You'll see, but in the end, I want to be sitting on it. So we're here. He's got where's that? Feet go where? Inside. Reach, suck it out. See, I punched him that way with my hip, and now we're here. Okay, so we're up like this. So I'm sitting on his foot. So your first, your thing here is dog fight. This is called dog fight nowadays, thanks to Eddie Bravo. And we're going to do dog fight double leg. Now, the mistake I made for a lot of years was reaching for the leg now. So if we're considered kind of even here, and he's maybe put a bit of pressure, so he's winning with the pressure. When I take this hand off here, I'm going to feel a lot of pressure. So here's the trick. See these fingers? You turn them away like that, and then you headbutt that leg. You do that, then you'll win the fight. Turn, headbutt. Now he can't stand up on it easy. I can tap it, crunch him down, walk to the back. So you turn the fingers, you headbutt his leg, and then the dogfight double will not be a drama. It'll be really easy to do. That was the thing after about, I don't know, 15 years of doing it. I thought, my fingers are facing like that. That is not making my body go that way. So you turn it like that and push your head down to his leg, and then it'll start working all the time. All right? One other thing I can say is when you scrape his leg back with the scorpion, don't try to get the right foot out. Forget your right foot, just get your knee out and the foot will come out. If you just trust me on that, if you just pull your knee out, your foot will come out. If you try to get your foot out before your knee out, you're going to have difficulties. So forget your foot, just get your knee and then the foot will come as a bonus because it's weirdly enough, it's attached to your knee. All right, let's try that, thanks. It's not because you need to be a manta, but a mantas can get away with doing it wrong and still get away. All right, so from here, I go out here, right, I headbutt his leg, I take him down, when I come around, I just fall on that arm. Instead of trying to get side control. Instead of trying to fight, he's going to underhook there, see, I don't want that, so I just go, you can have that, I'll go here. Now he'll try to escape. Thanks. And then you're here. Yeah. Right, you see? So for those who like headlock control, instead of getting your left hand out at the end of this move and turning to side control, where there's a reasonable chance he'll have the underhook, just keep the left hand under his arm and go squash it on the mat, and you'll go awesome. And that'll just be almost a perfect entry for headlock control. All right. So if you like headlock control, feel free to do that. You see what I did? So when I come to the back, I already had. How can I explain it? I didn't do it. If you stood up, if we were up, we're here, and he started pummeling over with his hand, what would I do? Pummel? That's what we call pummeling, right? So if Darren gets a underhook over there, I'm not going, I've hit, what am I doing? Pummel, what am I doing? I'll take the other one. So got it, sit down, your butt. Sit in your butt. Sit up. Let's pretend it's there. So, if I come to side control, and I'm here coming on top of him, and he gets that underhook, I can take the other one. I'll let him have it, and then he's gone. He's gone. You see? So, headlock control, I would like to say, is if you're losing the underhook here, most people are not even thinking about the underhook there. You'll very easily get that. And that's a perfect way to get the headlock control. So right now you'll see every one of us has that when we come out. So don't feel you need to go to side control. Headlock control is pretty cool as well. That's enough. Up on that leg. Or it's too far away or whatever reason. Can't do the double. No, it's good. Okay, it's just soft and loving. Yes. So the way to do it, I'll show you the manta method. The manta method is I drive really hard and then just disappear under him and pull him over. Okay, but I don't like that because it's not really good jiu-jitsu. So here's the idea. That's using momentum and surprise. So what we want to do is I want to go under him with my right hand, but watch my left foot, the one that's got his leg snagged. See? That's torquing his knee. Now I'm here. Now he goes back. Look, Mum, no hand. Now look, over there. Do you understand what I'm doing to his leg? Could you lay down on your belly, face that way? Face anyway. Yeah. Look. Nothing happened. Now look. See what happened to his hip? So the key here is what we're doing with our little heel. This is why this scorpion idea is really important. I pull it, we get it here. So I've got it, right? He stands up, he stands up, I can't get it. So as we go under him, it's this foot pulling over behind our head. That's going to torque his knee and make his hip turn and take him over. Now, if you do it really quickly, the momentum and the surprise is the icing on the cake. The momentum. So it's okay to do it, but if the person knows that and they're a good sprawler, you can make it difficult. But this idea is really important, this little talking idea. So for me, it's all about that left heel, and that's going to turn them over, okay? So we're going to do that. So you see, so right from this position, our feet go inside, right? We pull it back, and tuck out to our knees. We look for the leg, can't get it. We dive underneath, but our left foot is doing all the work and goes to there, and then you can go over and do it. And you can do it fast or you do it slow. I'd rather you do it slow because it'll only work, if you do it slow, it'll only work if you do the knee pull properly. I don't want you to be over-reliant upon the momentum. Okay. And that's down low. See my knee on his hip? Right, so we're going to go from here. Two things. Knee drops down, overhook the arm. Overhook the arm, knee drops down, now stretching. So if he tries to move around, it's kind of stuck there with a lot of pressure. Knee going that way, the hand going this way like that. So now that we're controlling the distance, you'll feel it when you do it, you'll have it. When you feel that, now my foot can come out and go on his hip. Then we can climb his leg, his back. Now just move our leg away, take our head here, and you'll be able to get your leg out for triangle. Just go to that, because if his arm's back, it's omoplata. If his arm's forward, we're going to do the triangle, okay? So 1, leg goes from high to low, and overhook and stretching. 2, distance. 3, climb. 4, just get a bit of an angle. That way it won't require you any stretch to get there. I was asked in England, when I was in England 6 or 8 weeks ago, don't go there, is go to Rome, Venice is better. But if you have to work in England, then one of the things, I was asked a lot this question, it's kind of weird, but I was asked maybe 5, 6 times, what's old school jiu-jitsu? Maybe it's because I'm old, and they think I know, or something, I don't know, but it's kind of a weird question. And I think that a lot of the younger guys over there thought that old school jiu-jitsu was like simple. It was not. Like, you know, Hickson and the Machados and all those guys back then were doing highly technical things, just as technical, if not more technical than today. Very intricate, very detail-oriented. But so it made me think, it was a good question, it made me think about it, well, what is it, old school jiu-jitsu? And I think the answer I come up with, that I told them was this. It didn't require any attributes. You didn't have to be able to get both your feet and put them behind your head. We didn't need to have super strength or speed or hyperflexibility. So old school jiu-jitsu was, any normal people could do it. It didn't require talent. Whereas I think nowadays there's a lot of techniques come out and stuff that require you to be able to, you've got to be super strong, you've got to be put both feet behind your head, you've got to have some crazy attributes. So why I'm saying that is trying to get your feet out from the front, like get your leg out of there over his head without getting the angle. So a lot of I ended up saying old school jiu-jitsu is doing jiu-jitsu the right way. I'm sure they didn't interpret, I had my reasons for saying that. I've just given you all of them, but I couldn't be bothered with them. I just said it's doing it right. That was the answer. But it was doing it, what I meant was if you do it the right way, it did not require me to have stretch, you see. So it's little points like that. You try to find a way to make it easy. If you have to go and feel like you have to have some weird thing, maybe there's something wrong with the technique, and it's worthwhile just having a look at it, address it. All right, let's go through the triangle. All right, so we're here. Out we come to the dog fight. This is particularly useful if you've not got that leg, like some of you found that you missed it or didn't have it. Our left hand goes from the waist to the trap, all right? We go to the trap. Now our foot goes where our hand was. So we made space for our foot. Trap, boom. All right? Now, I'll show you a manta technique just in case there's one.
Several of us.
This is good for mantas. 1, 2. No, it's true. Because once you get his centre of gravity over that hand, it's all over. But obviously that's not great for a really small person or a big guy. It's a little bit better for the larger half of the class. I'm joking with the month stuff. So the larger half of the class, and you don't like triangle, once you get that left foot over there, think about that. You've half mounted him. You might just want to keep going and mount them. And, and I've done that. Small, so you can, but the larger half will be, you'll go, oh, that's pretty bloody good. Rather than, you've done all that work to get up there, sometimes you're reluctant to go back. So, there's triangle now, but you might want to think, munter mount. Again, here, we're just going to go, get the kimura, because we're already on the arm. How does not do it? Wrist. What are they? You have to be a zombie. And then there and through. And even now, he just pulls his elbow back to his hip. So here, that's what you do. Oh, no. Just pull the elbow away from his hip. Don't let that go to that. Just don't let that happen. Here, oh, elbow to elbow. And now he tries to get it back, he can't, and then I get that. Come on. That's it. All right, so what we're going to do is change the order of doing it. So instead of going normal order, like wrist, lock, finish, we're going to go elbow, wrist, lock. I was saying about the thought experiment early on. Sometimes you could try to say, what if gravity, what if there was no ground? What would I do if I was in space in this position? And there was no ground? And sometimes the answer doesn't change much, but sometimes the answer is, holy shit, I can still do that thing. That's pretty cool, right? So that's an easy thought experiment. Another one is this, really easy thought experiment. I've been doing this for 40 years. But is just change the order of the ingredients. Cheese, butter, eggs, flour, cocoa, flour, butter, eggs, then cheese. Oh, just change nothing changes except the order that you do the things in. And sometimes you'll find you get a very good outcome, a better outcome. That's an easy thing to do because you don't have to bring anything to the table that's new. Just change the order around. That started with kicks. Remember the slide up kick and the stepping kick? It's like that. So you can just do the movement instead of going the kick standing up. So instead of going, I've got a soft foot, make it great. Step and kick would be normal, or you build tension and go kick step, so you can change it around. So that's not. So that's all we're doing here. I want to go elbow and then the kimura later. Okay, that's all it is. Go elbow to elbow too. Try to put it over his actual elbow. Like barn dance. All right, go. I think 30 years. I got 30 years of them. And usually it started out in jiu-jitsu way back then, whereas I as a white belt, right, I made up this idea. And then I would always have to run it past in the show. I go, I've got this idea. And, I'd make up, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 ideas a year, whatever. And I'd go and they just laugh. It'd be like, yeah. And then they'd show me all the way my idea was stupid. Right? Because of this, I go, like that. But every now and again, then after about 8, 9 years, one of my 5 ideas was like, that's that's good, I like that. And then the other 4 stuff. And then, over time, and now, I've got last year, perfect strike rate, right? So this year I'm interested in how I go. I've got 6 ideas. So this is number 3 of 2017 Slide Ideas page. Okay, so we're here, we get the kimura, he grabs his belt. Shit, has this ever happened to anyone? Or a half guard, or butterfly guard, or it doesn't matter, right? Just you get the kimura that grabs belt. Okay, we're going to go on our back. I keep my grip, I just loosen it up and shoot my hand to the sky. High five. Look. See, I shoot it up, so my left hand's still on my arm. It's not on my wrist, it's just on my arm. We're going to over his arm and hug the elbow like that. All right, now I put my leg between his legs so he passes my guard. So there. But if he doesn't pass my guard because he can't figure it out, you push your hip and make him pass your guard. Okay, now I just hold, especially this side here, hold it down hard. And he tries to move around anyway, he's stuck. And then I'm going to do this, look. He can't do this. And then I'm going to throw my arm out like that, jump the fence with my elbow, and then I've got the kimura. See? Right idea, number 3, 2017. It's in the book I showed.
Catchy name.
That's just, Yes, thank you. I'm Mark, I'm brand new guru. Okay. All right, so we got this, we got that. We go on our backs. We're going to shoot it to the sky, our high five. We're going to hug the arm. I call it the Kimura hug. Put my leg between his legs, he passes my gun. Okay, we hold him here. You'll notice that his elbow, he's a little bit to the right of my center line. A little tiny bit. So I need to make it go to the other side. So we walk our head to the right, our feet to the left. See, his elbow went from one side to the other. Now you do a upa. I've got to move my head out of the way and lift my hip and go that direction, not that way. His head's there. Okay, so we're going to go over here. There it is. And then we do half a commando walk with my elbow. Then we're going to jump the fence with my elbow up so he can't take his hand back. And then we do the kimono. Right? Let's see what Keegan says. So that, it's not crazy. It's because I don't do crazy anymore. What I mean is I don't believe in crazy ideas. It's not true. It's just that the return on investment in time for a crazy idea, if you put that same energy into some solid ideas, you'll get way more return on it. You know, like, because here's the thing, you can make anything work. You can make anything work if you do 20,000 meters. Jumping, flying, reverse, omoplate, you can make it work. But the time that you needed to put in to make that work, if you had to spend that time over here or here or here, you would have got way more bang for your buck. So you have to be more selective and tactical with how you spend your time, unless you've got endless amounts of time. So training 40 hours a week, do whatever. But if you're only training 5 hours a week, 4 hours a week, 3 hours a week, you need to suddenly be tactical about how you spend that time, because you've got $5 million, invest in crazy things or whatever, but if you've only got $500, you need to be much more careful because, right, so, it's a matter of return on investment and time. So I don't like too much crazy stuff when there's so many better ways to spend that time. So most of the things, if I say it's a new idea, I mean, it's usually pretty solid, it's good fundamental, there's lots of opportunity to try it. I have to, for it to make it to my Bright Ideas page, it's actually got to tick a lot of boxes. So I just come up with some crazy fun idea. That's how I make it. So I'll show you another one that's pretty cool. Yeah, it works really well. My son does it this week. So we're out here, we go to there, I put my feet inside, he does a whizzer, there we go. Okay, out we go, and we're here, right? Now, my right hand is going to go inside his leg from between my body and his body. The other hand, come in, gable grip. Pull him over there. He likes to do it because he then that. You see? Right here. I call it roll the baby. I don't know why. See, is that right? Here. So I'm going 1. Gable grip. Just sit up there. Seriously, go. Gable grip. That's it. You go back down. Now I just lay down underneath him and just pull him over. And you end up here. And then, you can do whatever you want, pass, or he likes Ashigurami, because you can just lift the honey hole, put the straight in there. Alright? Try roll the baby, just for fun.